내가.
Hello and welcome to a great night of hoops. You can feel the excitement in the air for this game. It's part of the NBA Cup. In this game, we'll see the Orlando Magic going up against the Chicago Bulls. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. A moment here to see the numbers for Jalen Suggs.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. We've got Buzelis. Dosunmu is out there with Jalen Smith. And it's Reynolds in at the power forward position. And for the Magic, on the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
Here we go. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Here's Terrell. He's covered by Suggs. Pass to Buzelis. Dosunmu with it. The franchise. The pass to Dosunmu. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Now here's Suggs. Buzelis grabs the board. Dosunmu outside. On the take. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Wendell Carter.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
So he gets them both. Suggs with it. 23 points his last outing. Wagner outside. Caldwell Pope for 3. Drills it from deep.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Contavious Caldwell Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Smith with a screen on Suggs. Pass to Reynolds. Over Banchero. Reynolds' shot is off. Here's Orlando. Banchero right side. And they pick up 2.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Just over a minute and a half in. Here's Terrell. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Banchero. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Suggs. Smith with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 1 for 3 so far. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Now here's Banchero. He's currently averaging 26 points a game, a consistent threat. And this is a player who's been giving his all. Our Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
As of late, he has been an absolute menace on the defensive end of the floor, causing all kinds of trouble for opposing offenses and making it really tough for the other team to find buckets.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Terrell. Had a career game his last time out, bucket after bucket.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
And they take the lead.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. And the standings for the NBA Cup starting to come into focus.
Yeah, but there's still time to make a push. We'll just have to wait and see which teams are able to punch their ticket to the knockout round.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Terrell. Takes it inside to the middle. Dosunmu outside. Pass to the franchise. Now Smith. Now here's Dosunmu, looking to win the run. It's rebounded by Wagner.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
The three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Orlando leading. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Smith with the rebound. Chicago has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Reynolds. The three is up. No good that time. The Magic have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer in high school. He gives you physicality in the backcourt.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
The franchise, the pass to Smith. Here's Terrell. He's scoreless, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Certainly wasn't an ideal start for him, but now he's got a bucket to build on.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Caro outside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Caro's got 6.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Buzelis. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Suggs. Here's Orlando. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Wagner in the high post. Back to Suggs. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple. Suggs has got his second basket.
I just love the ball move.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. Number 1, the Bulls.
Well, over these last few games, they've been putting excellent pressure on the ball handlers and then turning those forced errors into easy points.
Here's Terrell. Drives to the hoop. Misses in close.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Smith with a screen on Suggs. The franchise, the pass to Dosunmu. Orlando with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
And here's Caro. Give him 8 points now. Suggs outside. Wagner outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Terrell. Pass to Smith. Smith with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Dosunmu, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Magic leading by 9. Here's Carter. And he buries his first look.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Smith with a screen on Suggs. Pulls up on the wing, and that one's good. Terrell's got his second basket of the night. Here's Orlando. They're on a 20-6 run. Picked by Carter. It's Suggs with a drive, and it's good for 2. Suggs has got 7 points.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Here's Buzelis. He had 9 points in his last time out. From outside the arc. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Orlando has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Now Suggs. He's got 7. Outside Carter. 4-3. And it's Dosunmu with a rebound.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's Terrell. Inside. And stolen by Banchero. Right side, Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Banchero outside. Down low. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go. He's got 5.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Marshall, he's checked in for Carter. Howard comes in for Paolo Banchero. Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Suggs. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the franchise in their last game against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He had 57 points and was such a menace on the defensive end.
Making a switch here. Banchero's checked in. Bulls trail by 9. Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
They set a pick. Here's Terry.
And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Howard, the pass to Banchero. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Wagner.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
The 3 is up. Rebound by the Magic. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Banchero in the post. Winslow defending. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 10 points.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Here's Anthony. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
We've got Paolo Banchero, and it's Black in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Banchero outside to the inside. Howard can't connect from short range. And it's Levine with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. 11 points in the game.
Levine brings a lot to this team. One of the elements he brings is his passing.
To the left wing. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Wagner with a steal. Here's Terrell. He's guarded by Anthony. And it's Terrell missing.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Howard with the ball. A dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Three-pointer Anthony. Rebounded by Winslow.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Here's Terrell. 11. Levine throws it down off the lob.
Highlight reel material for sure. The defender falls asleep, and Levine turns out the light.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Orlando leading by 4. Now here's Anthony. Pass to Banchero. Banchero from close range.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
The franchise. The pass to Winslow. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And stolen by Banchero. Out to the wing. Here's Howard, plenty of space. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And the Magic lead by 8.
The ability to pass like that will be a must as Banchero's career goes on.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. White, he's checked in for Winslow. And so here is Chicago. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. Here's Banchero. And another basket for Orlando.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Levine with a screen on Anthony. Wagner outside. Pass to the franchise. Here's Terry. Here's the pick. 5 on the clock. And again, no good by Chicago. Orlando leading by 10. Here's Black. Still without a bucket. There's a screen by Marshall. The 3 from Banchero. Chicago grabs the miss. Wagner finds Levine. Inside. And that one's good. Terrell's got 13.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Now here's Anthony. Guarded closely. Zach LaVine clears it away.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Terrell. Anthony grabs the board. Orlando's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. It's rebounded by Wagner.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Detroit Pistons.
They are perfect from the line in this quarter and need to stay aggressively in attack mode if they want to gain control of this game.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Anthony. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Buzelis comes in for Terry. Back to Suggs. There's the 3. Counted from distance. He's got 10.
Shooting in good rhythm there. Suggs off the catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Here's Terrell. He's covered by Suggs. The ball's knocked loose. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Levine.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Pass to Suggs. And here's Howard. And here's Banchero. He's got 14. Let's go with a 3. Chicago with a rebound. Levine's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Terrell. Three-pointer, Buzelis gets the 3 ball to go. Buzelis has got 6.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Magic leading by 4. Here's Suggs. And the layup is good off the glass.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Picked by Smith. The franchise, the pass to White. Another 3 for Chicago.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but looks like they're putting it together right now.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Franz Wagner checked in for Orlando. Caldwell Pope comes in for Black. The Bulls trail by 3. Here's Terrell. And again, it's Chicago.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And the Bulls tack on 2 more. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Here's Wagner. Buzelis grabs the board.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Oh, powered down with both hands.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Down low. Here's Banchero. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jalen Smith.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero
checked in for Banchero. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Let's hear
Here's Terrell. 17 points in the game. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here's Black. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Left side Carter. Back to Caldwell Pope. Here's Black. Shot clock at 6. Unable to get that one. Good defense by Dosunmu. There's 18 seconds left in the second. Terrell. Offensive rebound.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Wagner outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Wagner's got 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. So close. Give it up for the participant.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Looking at the Bulls, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta say, they are making it look easy, here in this early part of the season at least. And turning back now to talk about the Orlando Magic. What a close game this has been.
We love to see this kind of chemistry. It's like our chemistry on the set. Everyone knows his rank.
You know what, Ernie, for once, I can't disagree with Shaq. It feels good to be the king.
I can't run away from this conversation fast enough. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
So it's Orlando now on the court for Chicago. They've got Ayo Dosunmu. Jalen Smith is out there with Buzelis. And it's the franchise in at the one spot.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. 2-point game. Pass to Wagner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Give him 8.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
Here's Buzelis. Here's Reynolds. That three's off the mark. Now Suggs. To the paint. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it coin above the rim and make it look easy.
Smith with a screen on Suggs. The franchise. The pass to Dosunmu. Offline with a 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Suggs outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside Carter. Now here's Banchero. Jacks up a three. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
The franchise, the pass to Smith. Here's Terrell. He's covered by Suggs. Pass to Reynolds. Here's Terrell. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Wagner.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Chicago foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
A 3 off the inbound.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Smith with a screen on Suggs. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Wendell Carter.
First team foul. Shooting for Chicago. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. Good on both. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Suggs with it. 12 points for him. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, one thing about Jalen Suggs, he takes a ton of pride in his defense. I mean, he's shut down some really good scorers in this league.
And he makes both free throws. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Smith with a screen on Suggs. And there's the lob. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Easy target on the lob. Jalen Smith with that huge wingspan. Throw it up and let him work.
Magic leading by 3. Now here's Suggs. He's got 14. Outside Carter. Puts up a 3. Orlando again missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And it's Terrell missing.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Carter finds Suggs. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Suggs handling his business so far in this one. Really putting the work in on the offensive end.
Picked by Smith. To the middle. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Banchero outside. Picked by Carter. Launches it. And it's Banchero with a 3. Banchero's got 24 points.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Smith with a screen on Suggs. The franchise. The pass to Reynolds. Over Banchero. Reynolds' shot is off. Magic leading by 6. Up top, Suggs. 16 points for him. He's off on that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Here are the top passing teams in the league so far this year. The Bulls 3rd.
The passing on this team is very strong. They really move the ball, and you can see it in the assist numbers.
Here's Orlando. They're on a 14-6 run. They get the rebound.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
Here's Terrell. He's covered by Suggs. And that one's good. Terrell.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
And here's Wagner. Give him 8 points now. Over Buzelis. And it's Orlando with another.
Wagner finds the mid-range shot available and takes it.
The Bulls trail by 8. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Pass to Banchero. Now here's Carter. He's covered by DeSumo. Carter, the pass to Caldwell Pope. And another shot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Jalen Smith.
You know, Wendell Carter Jr. really epitomizes the modern big man. He can stretch the floor and do work on the glass, giving you high utility on both ends.
Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Zach Levine, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's Terrell. It's rebounded by Wagner. Orlando leading by 10. Pass to Suggs. Wagner outside. Now here's Suggs. Not a lot of room. And it's in there. Suggs has got 20. Chicago's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Terrell. He's covered by Suggs. Launches a three. And it's Terrell missing.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Wagner finds Carter. Here's Black. Banchero the screen. To the paint. It's tipped. Smith with it. Now Carter defending. Pass to DeSumo. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Banchero. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Magic.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Pass to Banchero. Over Buzelis. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Here we go, fans.
And they've been tremendous at making the most of their opponent's mistakes. They lead the NBA in points off turnovers. They don't waste any time going on the attack.
And they have to be pleased with their low turnover rate. It's the best in the league because they are fantastic at maintaining control. The Bulls trail by 12. Here's Terrell. 21 points in the game. DeSumo for three. And that one falls. His fifth basket in 7 tries.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Banchero outside. Picked by Carter. Down low. Chicago with a rebound. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pulls up at the elbow. DeSumo, right side. Pass to Smith. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
This is what you like about Smith. He likes to mix it up in that painted area.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Orlando making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. To the inside. Here's Black. He's covered by Dosunmu. 6 to shoot. Suggs outside. Over Buzelis. Suggs, no good.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Here's Terrell. And he lobs it up. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Making good use of the play call there. Smith able to roll into a nice scoring position.
Now Suggs. Wagner outside. And Carroll left side. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Wagner with a steal. In transition, here they come. Here's Suggs. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Inside. Levine slams it home.
Always putting on the show. Levine plays with flair and clearly one of the best dunkers in league history.
Here's Suggs. He's got 22. Wagner outside. Up top, Banchero. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Terrell's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Dosunmu. They set the pick. On target from range. And now just a 3-point Orlando lead.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Suggs outside. Here's Marshall. Up and over Smith. Marshall can't hit.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Here's Terrell. Great D that time from Suggs.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Pass to Black. 6 on the shot clock. Orlando again missing. Here's Chicago now. They're on a 13-4 run. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Only one turnover.
The Magic's shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. We've got Banchero, and it's Howard in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Here's Terrell, pass to Wagner. Levine feeling it out a bit, over Anthony. Shot is good by Levine.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Banchero outside. Bumped and finishes. Great stuff from Banchero.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Can't tie it up. That one misses.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
The steal. Only one man back on D. The putback. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Up top, Bancaro. What energy on the glass by Bancaro.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. It's good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Anthony with it from the arc. And Bancaro with a bucket on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And the dunk by Levine.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Up top, Bancaro. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
The Magic making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. Ellis is checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Terry.
The future is shining bright for Bancaro. He's a multifaceted big guy who could really, I think, be the centerpiece of an organization.
Here's Terrell. Pass to Wagner. Three-pointer, Ellis. Great D that time from Bancaro. Orlando leading by 3. To the paint. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
For a young player, Bancaro has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
No good on the second free throw.
Not perfect, but does the important work to make it a 2-possession game.
White for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
For Orlando, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Pass to Bancaro. There's a screen by Marshall. Fires, top of the key, and that one is right through the heart. Bancaro's got 39.
Yeah, there's not much Bancaro can't do in the pick-and-roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
Wagner with a screen on Suggs. The franchise, the pass to White. And here's Wagner. Shot clock at 6.
Tough play that time by Wagner against the defense, throwing the foul.
First free throw is good. Anthony, he's checked in for Orlando. So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Pass to Suggs. Up top, Bancaro. Howard with the ball. Here's Black. Suggs outside from deep. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14 now.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
The franchise, the pass to White. Here's Terrell. And he lobs it up top. And Levine throws it down.
Levine, a remarkable scorer, and he can help you in a lot of different ways, showing it all tonight.
Magic leading by 3. Pass to Black. Over to the wing. Wagner against Bancaro. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Mo Wagner.
You know, Banchero's difficult to match up with because of his versatility, especially when he's aggressively looking to score.
Orlando making some changes. Carter comes in for Howard, and Wagner subbed in for Anthony. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu comes in for Zach LaVine. White on the wing. Here's Black. Pass to Banchero. Carter with it. Takes a three. Orlando again missing.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Buzelis. Here's Terrell. Smith with a screen on Suggs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Buzelis. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Carroll passes to Carter. He can't hit that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Pass to the franchise. Three-pointer, Buzelis drops in the three.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
For Orlando, they've gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Suggs surveys the D. Smith with the rebound. Chicago trailing here. White, the pass to the franchise. Back to White. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Here's Black. He's guarded by White. Black passes to Wagner. And that one's good.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Smith with a screen on Suggs. Driving inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Terrell's got 23 points.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Black. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Terrell with the drive. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Full foul. Second personal foul. Full team foul.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Wagner's a forward that just has a lot of ability. I mean, he does everything. He can score, rebound, and move well without the rock, too. His versatility, impressive. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
The franchise, the pass to Dosunmu. For 3, knocks it down from distance. Dosunmu's got 13 in the second half.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. From downtown, fires in the triple. And the Magic lead by 6.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Terrell. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Terrell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Here's Suggs. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Pass to the franchise. There's a screen. Fires from the wing. Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Banchero. Pulls up. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
The franchise, the pass to Reynolds. Out left to the wing. Here's Terrell. And it's off from 3-point range.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Here's Banchero. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 11. A minute 42 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Terrell. Fires for 3. Back to Tsumu. Pass to the franchise. Clock at 6. Here's Reynolds. Misses from short range. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 6-point lead. Caldwell Pope's shot is off.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Here's Terrell. He's covered by Suggs. Shoots from 12. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. Because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And there's a pick. Pass to Buzelis. And stolen by Suggs. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 26 seconds left in the 4th. And it's the Magic with the ball. 8-point game. Up top, Banchero. Yet another bucket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he sinks the second.
Would have been nice to drain them all, but he did enough to put this one in the bag.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily. Their record is now 1-1 in this group round. And you know they're breathing a sigh of relief.
But that's only temporary. They're going to have to dig deep if they want to eventually hoist the NBA Cup.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.